Hello, my name is Jay Ashborne. By the time you see this, I will be out and about. Not here today. No grinding for me. I had a friend invite me to go walk through the woods, and I think seeing some nature would be probably pretty good for me. That's correct, guys. I'm going to touch grass. I hear it's good for you. So we're gonna go do that. I do live in like a rural area, so... Where we at? Doing Warpforge on ladder. This is fresh after yesterday's video.
And will now face his judgment.
Pretty clunky hand. No 1 or 2 drop. Definitely not thrilled. Asmodai, meh. It's hit or miss. I don't really particularly care for it. Ah! What do you know? Comes to hand. Right off the top, drawn hot.
And serve him with my life.
A little bit of thought here. Do I want to shield this? And the answer is no. I think I'm going to shield the Celestian. I decide that if he has the flanker on 3, then he has it, and I'll deal with it. I would rather save it to shield the Celestian. He doesn't have it, so never punished. Decides to ping me. Break my prayer. Celestian deployed. Faith it up. Shield this for sure. This looks like we're guaranteed getting to 3 faith next turn. Well, scratch that. Yeah, so if he played a flank troop here, he could actually break a 3-cost flank troop. Because he could play 1, break shield, Asmodai into Librarian, break the Celestian, and then he could play the 3-cost flank troop to kill the Novitate. See what he does. Or he's going to break it anyway. Does that mean he doesn't clear? Okay, never mind. Looks like we're drawing cards today. We're gonna see exactly how wise that was. Prayer up. Bring this to 6. Prayer up. Prayer up. Alright, now, with an overwhelming board state, how do you feel? Should you have cleared the Celestian to work out the Little Sisters? I think my voice is just a tad loud when I record, so I'm going to try and drop it today, see if I can't figure that out. It sounds fine on playback. When it hits YouTube, though, it's super loud for some reason. Okay. So, trading in this. 1. Trying to get rid of some of these. I'm going to need board space. So they serve their purpose. Yeah. Put this up to 2 so he can't ping it. Deploy a 2nd Rhino. Shield up. Out come 2 Sacred Growth Sisters. Crazy looking board. Was this his 6E turn? So I guess if he got a reduced cost Deadly Hunters, he probably could start clearing. Let me see. He would deploy... I think it's 1 for each troop, not 1 for each unit. There is... I know Chaos Spawn does 1 for each unit. The Chaos one does. So I think it's 1 for each troop for Deadly Hunters. Asmodai breaks shield. It doesn't look like he's doing that anyway. I was going to math it out in my head, see what he could have cleared. I really think he did need it this turn. This play, just not good enough. Yeah, he definitely needed a way to start clearing some of these out. Not only because of the immense faith gain, if I wanted it to, I could actually shield all of these up and wait 1 more turn. But I figured my advantage is so large, I'm gonna just start pushing damage. So, trading in these. I could have used Amalia to clear this. Decided not to. Thought there might be a bigger troop coming out the next turn that I would have to clear. So I saved it. We are applying plenty of pressure. Getting 1 prayer in. Missing 3 damage technically, but eh. Second Celestian.
I have seen worse. I have vanquished
Out comes
worse.
a troop. Out comes a troop. Full board. Staring down 26 on board with 3 in hand. 29. That's a lot of damage. And one of these troops is shielded. Even if he had the Deadly Hunters here, he's still going to get a hell of a crackback. Oh, that is not enough, my friend. I'm sorry. Not quite. Yeah. I don't know about this. I don't know what it is. Every time I record, I tend to yawn. Some pretty disappointing games later in the day. You'll get to see. I think I had my first tilt moment on Warpforge. Not mad at the game. I mean, yes, mad at the game, not mad at the player. There we go. Not the player's fault. Don't think he got lucky. I mean, I guess kind of he did, but not the kind of luck you think. It's a different kind of luck. You'll see. It's a... I don't know how to handle this situation. I think I have an idea of how to work towards it in the future, but I was very confused. At a max today, I was actually up to 1950, fell back down to 1900, kind of hovering around there. I know since I'm going out tomorrow, I won't get to play, so I've kind of given up on reaching anything over 2k. I might push for just 2k points and leave it at that. I'm gonna be just shy of top 100, but I don't care. I've proved my point. I think my win rate is great. I think my play's okay. I think if I had time and put time into it, possibly had more factions, I could definitely close the gap. Because I look at what leaderboards are with 1 day left. They're like 3,500 points. 1 day left. And I'm sitting here at 1,900. And I know all these people above me have played with all their factions and got all their bonus points. And I'm sitting here with 1 faction. And I'm just 2/3 of their points. I'm like, oh, if I had more factions, I could definitely push this out. So I'm not in the least bit upset. I think I could reach top 100 if I grinded for it. I've been there. But I had to make a snack for tomorrow because we're going to kind of go out hiking, so I figured we would go. With me all slung up in my sling, I spent a lot of time making a snack to bring on the stuff. Made some trail mix, sandwiches, whatnot. But yeah. Cut my finger pretty good on the mandolin too. I was slicing cheese for cheese and crackers. Like, I had some fresh Gouda in the fridge. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll bring some cheese and crackers. And I put those... I was slicing Gouda on my mandolin, and oh my god, I got my finger good. When I reeled back, because, you know, pain, jerk back reaction, I reeled back and, like, slung my finger, like, ow, that smarts kind of thing. But when I slung my finger, I literally felt a blood spray on my face. I got it myself pretty good. Soaked, like, I had, like, 3 paper towels wrapped around it. It was soaked for a long time. I had to stop what I was doing and literally apply pressure and hold it there for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and then not move my finger a lot for about an hour or 2 because ooh, Holland numbers, that's unfortunate. Because every time I moved it started bleeding again. I had to let it scab up a little bit. Pretty miserable. It took me a second when I realized right there what caused the additional proc. You see me check the game log because I was really confused. I'm like, why'd that get hit again? And then I realized Yeah, I even look at the card, I'm like, what the heck? And I realized, like, in this moment, I was like, okay, he got procced by the end of turn trigger and dealt 1 damage to him because he spent all his energy. So it triggered Hollow Martyrs. Pretty lucky to have it on 4. It's a good draw. Yeah, Hollowed Martyrs is a pretty good draw. This opponent, drew pretty hot. I drew pretty mid, so you win some, you lose some, but yeah, not a big fan of Morven. She's so meh. She's good in like the Penance variant, which is like, I'm guessing what this is, because you've got the Arcos in there, the Hollowed Martyrs cards that don't run. I definitely believe she's better for the Penance variant, but it still falls short of like Erica's performance. I do lose this game, but I'm not in the least bit upset. I'm like, okay, 35 to 40% chance. Okay, 60% of the time I get it. Today was not my day. I'll get it another day. I have dumpstered so many Morvens on ladder that I'm not upset about this loss. It happens. I was bound to lose one eventually. I don't think I've lost to a Morven in like my last 8 games, and this one gets the better of me. So I'm gonna clear this. Don't want him having this. I have an option here. He's at 1 faith, I believe. Yeah. So I have an option to cast. You see me holding this because I'm deciding to cast my talent to break. However, the 2 procs of the 1 plus the 1 additional damage, if I had 3 faith, would suck. So I didn't want to reduce any health on my troops. I was like, no, it's okay. Blade of Faith. Talk about widespread cards. I've never seen that in any list. Really confused. Gets the trade with Hollow Martyrs. I was super surprised and like shaking my head. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna lose to this bad list. The Blade of Faith is not good. It's really not. To explain how bad Blade of Faith is. Okay, so you know how the Warlord talent with Erica, you know how it reads? If you have 3 faith, deal 1, then an additional 2. Okay, so Blade of Faith kind of reads like the same. You would think it acts the same. It says, deal 3 to a target. If you have 4 more faith, deal 3 again. You would think it would act the same way. So if you cast talent, Erica's talent, on a shielded unit with 3 faith, the first initial damage will break the shield. Then 2 additional damage will hit the target. If you use Blade of Faith, and I found this out because I was testing in I was using a Penance variant and I wanted to test Blade of Faith, and I was doing this in practice mode, and if you do it on a shielded target, both of the 3 damage from Blade of Faith will hit the shield. It doesn't work like Erica's talent, and I don't like the non-consistency in it. It's awful. I was so confused. Another really wild card. Have not seen this. MF's it. Gonna keep it alive. I definitely can't get to him. He's sitting at a lot higher faith than me. I'm not feeling too hot about this one, just for the fact I've drawn pretty good. The MF, the Seraphim, the Rite of Restoration. I mean, we're at 9E. I could have seen, you know, the Adelaide, the St. Catherine, or St. Celestine. I could have seen Triumph here. Just something I can play on this turn. He even DIs just for a Seraphim. Interesting. Okay. Really trying to push that damage out. It doesn't matter when I draw dead for 3 turns. The Exorcist into the MF, into the Rite of Restoration. Looking at my hand, pretty disappointed. At 7. Going to prayer myself, put myself to 8. Looking for the DI is my out here, so I'm going to put myself to 8 faith. Thinking that if he does not play a troop over 5 health here, that I can cast Exorcist on this turn and deal 5 to everything. However, he does rip a legend before me. Very. This is the turning point of the game. I was like, no, no. So not only was it either draw the DI or him play no units with 5 or more health. He does draw the Saint Celestine, so now I can't do that because if I don't stun that, I'm gonna die on the crack back. I look at my hand. I was like, okay, maybe I can stun that troop. And then I'm like, I didn't play a unit last turn. There's nothing to revive. That thing's gonna crack me. He's gonna pump it for 2 additional. So that's 8, 4 on him. That's 12. I'm at 11. I was like, I don't have an out, do I? Yeah, I got screwed. I think the only out I had was to prayer on myself after playing Triumph and stunning the, whatchamacallit, that's Saint Celestine. I would have taken, I had 1 armor, so I would have taken 7, then 3. I would be at 2, and then I would still have to draw the DI. I was just upset that he played the 7 health minion, and I was like, get out of here. Okay, I'll just go next. Not worried. You win some, you lose some, but he ripped a little bit hotter than me, and that's okay. Can't get mad at games like this. Just RNG after all. We spend our time trying to minimize it. Nids. I don't think I've seen a nid in 25 games. Except for that one game I play tested against somebody because they wanted to try out their nid deck. I was like, okay. I have not seen a nid ranked in quite some time. Probably the Gene Stealer variant, if I had to guess. Everybody loves that card.
You are defiling sacred ground and will now face
I find it pretty
judgment.
mid. I don't think it does very good. It dies to Cleansing Flames, dude. Like, they play it on 3. If you went first, your 4E turn, you just Cleansing Flames the Warlord, and then it dies. It doesn't matter that it has stealth. Sure, the next turn, when it comes down, even if you're a turn behind them and you're playing second, let's say you play Celestian. Okay, and usually you'll have 2 or 3 faith by then, or 2 faith at least, on turn 3. Because the Celestian will take damage and you'll come to your turn 4 with 2 faith.
I have seen worse.
So even if they do it and they play 2 Gene Stealers, so it's a 6 of melee and 6 health unit, crack into the Celestian for 3, it would be at 3. You could still Warlord and ping it to kill it. I don't feel that troop's good. If you're gonna play it on like turn 4 or 5. On turn 3, it seems so mid. Yeah, see, now we have this exact same situation. Alright. I'm gonna prayer this. Put a shield on it. So this is 4E turn. And I didn't have the Cleansing Flames to clear. If I had a Cleansing Flames, it would have cleared. So here he goes. Even if he plays another Gene Stealer on top of it and cracks him for 3, it dies on the knockback. Because there's just so much troop in play. I just don't like that unit on 3. You either have to plan to stealth it. Okay, what do we got here? Okey dokes. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't like this. His board just gets cleared. And then I drop the bigger threat. I just don't like Gene Stealer on 3. I just don't think it's strong on 3. Maybe some decks can handle it, but not against Erica. Do not want to be playing that card on 3. Opponent looks at the board, tries to see how he's going to get a reaction or get a grip on this situation. Because I am at 4 faith. Oh, well, there's this. Disconnection. I'm gonna guess he was rather upset with the board state, decided he did not have a solution for it, saw this and was like, yeah, I think I'll just go to my next game. That or he was done for the night. Woo, 15. Got some of those points back I lost. Alright. Would like to see some players that are higher rank. But I'm sure those players do not want to see me, so... no. That tends to be the way it goes. Eveline player? I could have kept the double prayer here. Maybe even Amalia's not bad. Ugh, Exorcist dead card. No extra cards for you. I'm very happy with my situation.
You are defiling sacred
rank.
ground and will now face his judgment.
Astrid. Nah. We got a prayer, guaranteed 2 faith here. Hoping to draw a 1 or a 2 drop or 3 for next turn, because we currently don't have anything. A dead turn 3 is very bad. Sometimes you can spend your turn of 3 clearing one of their troops, if you feel it's necessary, or if you don't have a turn 3. I know if I pray here, I'm just going to get cracked, so I decide to put my damage elsewhere and clear this so he doesn't get the bonus from it. Don't want him deploying a Crusader or none of that crap. I guess I could have let it lingered for a turn. Maybe he would have spent his talent, or the Preacher talent, on getting Faith or deploying a Crusader, and then I could have Cleansing Flame. Could have done that. I guess that's an option too. I decided to Cleansing Flame here anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Stay at your 1 faith. Crack this out. Knock that troop out of here. See what their response is. Rhino would be pretty bad for us. See what he decides. Celeste.
I have seen worse.
Okay.
I have vanquished worse.
Gives it a shield too. I'm not clearing that. This is our... Oh, am I clearing that? We drew Seraphim. I decide yes I am clearing that. Or pause? What do I want to do here? Do I want to let him get to start powering that troop up? He's getting a 3 faith regardless. So I am going to clear this so I don't have to deal with it at a later date, because that troop is annoying. 3 faith. The big thing here is I'm scared of Sacred Rose. That card terrifies me right now. Okay, just a Retribution. You're fine. Out comes the Rhino. Prayer could have gave it a shield, but I think he just would have broke it with the Warlord anyway, so I decided to just put the shield on me. Guaranteed that this comes out as a 3/4 troop. We're also going up the 4 faith this turn. Okay, seems another one of those cards I do not like. Don't even remember the name of it. I suppose I could click on it, but I can't do that while I'm watching a replay. I would have to go look at the card. The armor on this that card is nice. However, it is a 6-costed troop that the turn you play it, it does nothing. It sits there, has Vanguard, it soaks damage for you. If that card, it does like, okay, so even the healing on the effect that has the prayer, it heals for 3. That's so mid. Compare it to like, okay, compare it to Celestian Superior at 7. Stats are way better, sure, okay. But even if Celestian Superior had worse stats, it would probably be costing less, right? Because that's just a 6/2, it's missing ranged. So imagine Celestian Superior with less stats. That deploys a Celestian, which can prayer and make a shielded unit. This gives 3 health to something. Wow. Not, okay, Celestian Sacrian, okay. Not thrilled, dude. Like, this card comes into play and does nothing. Soaks damage. Maybe, if you're looking for taunts, I mean, or taunts. Wow, I'm used to Hearthstone. If you're looking for Vanguard effects, I would think they could pick another option.
Look, Pip, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Oh, come on. That's nonsense, Charlie. We've never given up on a job so far.
It just... Oh, it's so mid. Just a very mid. It's like a B plus troop. It's not bad. The Vanguard carries it, but I just don't like it. I would rather be running Zephyrim than that, because Zephyrim could come into play and crack something and get it off the field. Like a Rhino, or, I don't know, something else. Another threat that does something if it sticks around. When that troop comes into play, it just waits. And a lot of times, it doesn't even last the full turn. Okay, this is looking kind of gross. We are definitely going wide, gaining board control. 6 faith to 4. Cleansing flames into Sacred Rose would be pretty devastating here. Okay, Hollowed Martyr procs. I'm really not a fan of that either. I think it's probably good in the control variant, or maybe the penance variant, but in the mid-range Erica lists, I don't know. Shrine World, that's a hard no for me. This list I just do not like at all. Again, probably good if you're at a faith deficit, but do you really want to be spending 6 energy to draw 3 cards? I mean, not even 3 cards, just 3 troops. You're not seeing your DI, you're not seeing your... I don't know. I don't know. Seems very mid. Probably okay if you're at a faith deficit, but if you're at a faith deficit, you're not winning board. Right? So if you're not winning board, you're losing. And if you're playing a 6E card that has no effect on the board state, you're still losing. I just don't like it. I don't know. I saw the changes, and I was like, to Devout Warriors, I'm like, oh cool, we finally got card draw, and then I look at that, and I'm like, what is this card? Why is it costed so much? It's like, okay. It's like a Relics and a Devout Warriors put into one, and that's 5 energy. And it draws, it could give you faith, it's not guaranteed like Relics is. I don't know. I don't like it. Overcosted. If it was at 5, it might be better. At 6, it's a no for me. Okay. Clears that. That's good. Prayer on self. Draw the DI. Could clear this troop if I wanted. Thinking about what we're gonna do here. Okay, so this is gonna proc Hollowed Martyrs twice, I believe. Let's check. Maybe just once. 1. Okay, maybe it is just once. I thought it procced it twice. My bad. Okay. Counting. So I should attack with Novitate, and then attack with... Yeah. Okay. Novitate in, Hollowed Martyr proc, 2 health, troop in, Hollowed Martyr proc, 3 health, troop in, Hollowed Martyr proc, Astrud in, Hollowed Martyr proc, which doesn't matter. Range attack for myself, they're at 6. So they are getting skinny on plays, and I'm sitting on a DI with 8 faith. Got a Exorcist in hand. My plan is to DI this turn, depending on what they play. And then talent as well. First hit will break the shield, they will take 2, and then I'll crack with Erica, they'll be at 2. And the next turn, unless they gain health, they are dead to Exorcist and the Warlord talent. That is my goal. Paragon Warsuit. I like that card. I don't know why. It's not really good, but I like that it's a big... I like the art on it. It's really cool looking. The effect is kind of mid. I think Castigator does the same thing, but better almost. Amalia clears it out, no problem. So maybe DI not needed. Yeah, we're gonna break. And now talent. Could have done this first and then played the Amalia. That way, Hollowed Martyr procs wouldn't hit the Amalia. However, the game state, which I'm going for, I don't think it matters.
I have seen worse.
But maybe if I was still fighting for board, it would have mattered. But that is a small, non-min-max thing I did. Not very optimized. Sequencing was kind of messed up there. I wonder why he didn't attack with the 6-cost legend last turn. Another Paragon Warsuit. Okay. He runs 2 of them. God, that deck's heavy. Maybe not the most refined list. Okay. Flanker out 2.
Rain from the skies.
Talent up. So I'm going to count the time. Starting as of now. Wait, right? Now. It's going to be 1 minute until this transition. So there is 50 seconds almost left in this recording. There's 54 when I said that, so. Okay, 50 left now. 50 seconds left on the clock. Character's dead. What happened here? You can see me draw a question mark on the screen. I check his rank. See if I can look at everything, check my internet connection. Tap around. I thought he disconnected, right? I thought he just like closed out of the program or something whenever it happened. And I waited and waited. Could not check the game log. Thought about resigning. I'm like, no, I'll wait for a bit longer just to see if he conceded and I have to wait. Maybe he resigned or something. Can't do anything. A full 50 seconds go by since he took
we are.
lethal.
Huh. This is a new feeling. Pride in someone else. Unfortunately, it's overshadowed by all this unyielding rage!
Personally, I'm a little upset. I'm glad he got the victory. Congrats on your points, dude. If he got points, I think I waited long enough for that to be considered crap. I waited over 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is a concession time. I don't know what happened. Oh well. I'm off in the woods. I will see you guys tomorrow.